Hey you guys, so we are ready to do the review on Put a Ring on It. Ring.
I thought it was Put a Ring on It.
Yeah, ain't you glad you put a ring on this and for somebody been swoop me up? Alright, you guys. Let's go ahead. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Hey, my name is Kourtney and welcome to our channel. This is my husband.
The E-Dub.
It is his name. Y'all already see the bottom down there. Say Kourtney and Eddie at the bottom. At the bottom. Down there. By the subscribe button. That should be gray on your end if you're a subscriber. And if it's red, hit it. Because it should be gray. Alright, you guys. So let me tell you what this channel is all about. This channel is about Kourtney and Eddie. We do relationship topics, reviews. And right now we are doing Put a Ring on It. On... What channel is it? On Oprah channel. So yeah. So like I said before, if you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel. If you're watching us via Facebook, make sure that you like and follow. And on all social media sites, comment down below. Okay. Now all of that is out the way. Let's go ahead and get into it. So my husband was he really likes this show, y'all.
I really do. I really do.
Why? Because you like all the little dates that go on the way?
Yeah, I like to see the other person's reaction when the date walks into the room. You know, like the women reaction, the other woman coming in the room, the little smirks, the little, you know, just the interaction with the boyfriend, because he's so happy to see the date. I love it, man. I really do. I really thoroughly enjoy the show.
Well, good. Maybe Oprah come give you a check and put you on the show and do something around there.
Put me on the show. That's
maybe
right.
You can work with the cleanup crew. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So Ashley said that so it's a continuation from last episode. So now Dr. Nicole is at Ashley and Hollywood's apartment, and she's really trying to get down to why Ashley is so afraid and what is her fear and everything. And you know, just putting this out here, I don't know, because I don't think I've seen it or heard it on the episodes, and maybe it was an unedited version, or maybe the person in the comments know them personally. But one of the issues is that in between that time span from when Hollywood asked to marry her until now, she lost her father, and her father was going to be in her wedding. As we knew in the previous episode, she said that my dad would never walk me down the aisle, and I was like, well, what happened? He must have passed away. And according to somebody in the comments, allegedly that he did pass away. So, you know, I don't know if we missed that part or not, but yeah, so I think that that's one of her fears. And so she said that she wants her to focus on her fears and really and truly forgive herself for accepting him back. And you know, I never really thought about that.
She's mad at herself.
Yeah.
She's mad at herself because she got back into the relationship after he embarrassed her and left her at the altar.
Yeah.
Which is understandable, you know what I'm saying? But it's time to heal and move on.
Yeah. So she said that, you know, she was angry that she stayed.
Yeah, I can see that. Like I said, I can see that. Yeah. You know.
And Dr. Nicole said, yeah, pretty much you need to forgive yourself, like you just said, and, you know, and see if y'all can work towards something together. So, you
Hollywood's trying to do the right thing. Hollywood trying to put the ring on the finger, but she still has some things she got to deal with.
Okay, so now let's move on to Vince and Jazzy. So Vince and Tamika is the couple, but Jazzy is the date that I call Auntie from last, episode.
She's a radio personality.
Yeah, and she probably watching this, Auntie. And the reason I said it once again is not disrespectful. It just seems that Jazzy is more mature than Vince, and you can just tell the vibe between the two.
Yeah, you can tell in the conversation. It was like she was trying to coach him in the relationships. You know, she was asking all the questions and trying to tell him how to do things. Yep. And you can tell she was like guiding him throughout, for his relationship, and she had that mature vibe about herself. So,
right.
Yeah, that's why the auntie thing came in.
And she said that, just like you were saying, she said, well, what's the issues between y'all? Because, when she was like, a little insecure, that's what she picked up on, because she was going on a date. And what she said, she was finna say, girl, where your man at? But she didn't realize, I guess, that, he was the man.
Yeah, he was the man. And she, like I said, she picked up on all that, how insecure she was and whatnot.
Yeah, she said that, so he said, like, well, what's the issue between y'all? What is it? And he said that she don't trust him. And my next question would be, what did you do to...
and maybe she did ask him that. They didn't put it in the show.
No, he did say it, that, it was...
spilled over to the...
Yeah, in the beginning, but... To me, he didn't go into details, or we didn't see the details, but yeah.
I just said that, child.
No, you said they didn't talk about it, period. I said
they probably said something about it, but they ain't putting it in the show.
They just said they did say something about it because what you just said out your mouth.
What?
Go to sleep. So she said, well, let me come on. You need to come on leave because, you're going to get beat up when you get home. So he's like,
she's right. She's right.
No, listen, I'm a woman. I know, So she
probably threw a shoe at him.
She was mad. She was mad. So now let's move on to, that may be the highlight of this show because they just taking over Hollywood and actually look goings and ons, is Micah and Shea.
No, I thought Hollywood was on his day first.
What my notes say, you don't be taking no notes, but I'm sitting up here telling who next. We're not talking about what you thinking of in your head.
Okay, you was too busy, your head down writing, you probably didn't see it. So
what does this say?
It says
Micah and Shea talk about
my bad.
You only supposed to be doing the acting. You can't be the producer, the editor, the writer. You cannot do the executive producer. Just sit in that chair, smile, and when I say something, nod and speak. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, let's get back to what I wrote down as the writer. Okay? So, I said when I wrote, they were talking about Michael got a son that's 12 years old, and Shea not feeling it.
I was actually kind of disgusted with that part, to be honest with you. Because she should have known. She know this guy has the child. Yeah. He has a child. You should know that, And for her to say that, man, he's like,
wow, that's just on camera.
That shallow. That was just so shallow and selfish of her, man. Come on.
She said she not comfortable with his son living there. Now, he can come for the summer. 30 days, I think what she said. Something like that, a month.
For the summer, yeah.
But he cannot stay there. And they going to explore that a little bit more next episode. But he cannot stay there because she's like, no, she was like, it's going to be awkward having a third person around.
If I was Michael, man, after she said that, I would have been dipped, man.
But see, those are things that you talk about in the beginning. Right. First, do you want to have children? Do you don't want to have children? How many kids do you want to have? Those are just like foundational early beginning questions.
Apparently they talked about something because she wants to get married. He knew she wants to get married. So why did he even go back to her anyway?
Well, what I'm saying is, what did the child not come in? Like you said, he knew, she should have known that he had a child. Even if a son,
12 years old,
even him being the father, more than likely the son stay with the mom.
The moms.
And so maybe in her mind, banking that the child ain't gonna ever come over there, or he may see him occasionally, but won't interrupt what they got going on.
No, she has been shallow, selfish, and inconsiderate.
And let me tell you something. Like when me and my husband first dated, when we first started dating, he had a daughter that was in college. And initially, he said that, she going to go off to college. She going to go to college and then she going to move and go somewhere, get a job. I said, me being a mother of two sons and being a little bit more realistic, I said, she probably going to come back home and stay with you. But he was like, nah, because in my mind, I was thinking realistically, even though he was, thinking the way he was thinking. I was thinking, and she is.
It was just all about timing, because when she graduated from college, this happened. You know what I'm saying? So the whole world is basically changed. So a lot of people had to change their plans. So.
But even with that, I think adults need to think more realistically. I ain't talking about you, but I'm just saying in general. You know, even if it was a mom, you have to think, oh, that mom, that child can go stay with the dad, or the dad, you know, that child that was staying with the dad can go stay with the mom. So you just have to factor in all those things when you have children, because you just don't know what can happen. His mom could pass away and have to live with the father. So you have to put all of that in play. You can't just delete the child out the man's life.
Bottom line, Shea, it's wrong.
Yeah.
She's dead wrong, and she shouldn't be that way. Pressuring the man to marry her. They don't want the child around. Dang, girl.
All right, so let's move on, because you was directing my pieces of paper over here. So let's move on to Hollywood and his date. Her name was Passionate.
Passion.
Passion or Passionate?
This is Hollywood. Oh, this is Passion right here. This Hollywood. Her Passion was tall.
She was not that tall over here. She was not that tall over here.
Yeah, she was. I thought, God, she's tall, man.
I thought that she was standing on a little thing or something.
That's her height, man. Man, she's a giant.
Well, you know what? Hollywood seemed to be short.
Yeah, I know
Hollywood,
that too.
put in the comments and tell us how tall you is, because
you 5'6", bro.
Because he seemed to be a little short too. I'm just being honest. All right, so chances are a lot of his dates may be taller than him.
No, what's the name? Is not tall. Ashley's not taller than him.
I said dates.
Well, I'm just saying.
Anyway, so Hollywood, you know, he enjoyed his date. She enjoyed him. She liked the way he looked. He liked the way she looked. You know, they was playing Jenga. I never played that. He said he don't like playing with bricks because he grew up in the project.
Hey, I feel you, bro. I feel you, man. You get tired of them bricks in the projects, boy.
But yeah, so he was like, he did make a comment about her being tall, and so
you're gonna climb that tree, boy.
And he's like an oak tree, and then so she's like, why gotta be an oak tree? Why can't it be a palm tree? You know, palm trees are the strongest trees out there. He's like, okay,
I thought the oak tree was.
I don't know.
Y'all remember that song by the time? Oak tree, oak tree. That's all part I know.
Showing your age. Okay, so now let's move on to Micah and Whitney.
Michael was feeling her.
Now, when Whitney came over to the apartment, she was a beautiful girl. She's full of life. She just
little dimples on the side.
She just, walking in the breeze. You know how the camera got her going with her head in the breeze. But she came and knocked on the door. Shea was like, "Oh, that's your date, huh?" He went and got the door, and like he said, he was just in awe.
I don't know how many episodes is 3 episodes so far?
I think so.
In all these episodes we've seen so far, I have never seen Micah smile that hard. He was smiling and cheesing. He didn't know what to do with himself. Yeah.
And Shea was like, "Oh, okay, you ain't got to be
change your shirt."
Yeah, she was like, "Change your shirt," because the shirt was showing all his muscles and stuff like that. So what she want to put on, granddaddy's shirt? So they did go out on that date, and they were feeling each other. I mean, you could tell the vibe was strong. The chemistry was strong.
Natural.
Yeah.
It was just so natural.
It flowed effortlessly. Yeah. And he said that Whitney kind of reminds him of Shea. Yeah. Because she relaxed, laid back, easygoing and stuff like that.
But Whitney has some more attributes Shea didn't have. She didn't mind, being with somebody with a child.
Right, because she said she don't have to push him out.
Right. So, she's had all the qualities, all the boxes checked for Michael, man.
Yeah.
But, man, they was feeling each other, man.
She did ask, she said, don't you think he need, she said, Whitney, don't you think he need to change his shirt? She said, well, we low-key matching. I said,
oh, yeah, it's all about,
So yeah, they were there. But one thing, Whitney was smoking that hookah. I did write that down. She was pulling on that hookah like she was professional at that.
Yeah, she was.
So yeah,
I think they make a good couple.
I do. I was finna say that.
They make a good couple.
I'm sorry, Shea. You.
Hey, Mike, you need to rethink that answer, man.
You should have kept that number, honey. You make sure you
kept right. They exchanged numbers, man.
They did.
That's right.
He was trying to see how it goes. So we're gonna see if he accepted, if he want to go on another date with her next episode. We're gonna see that. But Like he said, he's scared to say yeah because it's gonna hurt Shea.
Man, she hurt you twice already, man. Bunk all that, man. You only live one time. Enjoy your life, homie. Enjoy your life.
So let's move on to Dr. Nicole. She went to Vince and Tamika's apartment, just trying to get to the issues that they got. And one issue I got is that Tamika just crying too much for me. It's like she's
so sensitive. She's sensitive.
Yeah. So she said that Vince is blaming her for what happened in the beginning. Like, to me, it seems like he's deflecting. So she still got all this pent up anger, unforgiveness. He was like, so it's your fault because you called the girl. You should have never even DM or conversated back with the girl. I don't know if she called her, but conversated back with the girl about our situation. So it's your fault.
Yeah, that's a good way. That's a good way to deflect.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Okay, then, Vince, you straight up deflecting in that.
Good way
so Dr. Nicole said, when Tamika started talking, she started saying, well,
never mind, don't worry about it.
And so she said that's a false shutdown.
Yeah.
If you can't come up with the right words at that time, then say so. But you need to put feelings to what you are feeling. You put words to what you're feeling. And if you can't come up with it right now, then just say, I can't come up with what I'm feeling. And that's a good way to look at it, because sometimes we have these feelings and we may not be able to accurately articulate them, but they got words.
Well, one thing that Dr. Nicole said I thought struck my interest was you got to move on. You remember that part? Yeah, I was okay. Mm-hmm. Man. You don't remember that part?
That part was right.
Can't do two things at one time. Can't multitask.
Yes, I can.
Can't multitask.
All you do is sit there and Okay, so I don't remember that part. I probably was caught up in the thought.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right, that's what we're here for. Do we bounce off each other? Man. What I miss, you get. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so now let's move on to all the guys that was talking. This all guy conversation. Nas and T. All guy conversation.
Oh, man, yeah.
But, Hollywood did express that he would like to be with a midget.
Well, he didn't say midget. That's not the right
thing. He said little person.
He said little person. You don't say midget. That's politically incorrect. Little person. You call them little people. But anyway, yeah, I can, like I said once before,
it's politically incorrect.
No.
Political.
I said that?
I thought you said political.
I thought I did say political.
It's
but anywho, what I was trying to get at, before you get married, like Hollywood was saying, sometimes you want to get all that out of your system, man. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and have fun. Do what you do, man. Get it out your system.
While you getting it out your system, you're going to get something else in your system. So, yeah, while you getting one thing out, you're going to take in something else.
But that's a chance you got to take, man. Because you rather get out your system before you get married. Because when you get married, some guys don't have it out of their system. They go down cheap.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I admit you got to get stuff out your system. But
that's what happens when you get out. I hear you, but you got
talking to the people.
You got little young cats getting married at a young age, and they ain't live life. They haven't went out there and have fun. Then when they get married, and they get in their 30s, then they man, I missed out my early 20s, and I got to go out there and do what I missed out on. Then they start cheating. Seen it too many times. So yeah, get that stuff out of your system. Do what you got to do. Then you get married. You got to worry about it.
Be careful, y'all.
Yeah, be careful when you do it now.
Be careful and
yeah, and leave the little people alone.
So the couples come back in, and Hollywood and Ashley are. She's asking everybody, how did their date go? What is it like? What are you feeling? So Hollywood and Ashley seems to have some growth, Dr. Nicole said, and they seem to be in a better place. As we talked about Hollywood and his date, and Ashley and her date, we talked about on the last episode. But she said it was pleasant. They had a good time, but it wasn't any chemistry there with him.
I can't tell.
I was just finna say I can't tell.
He rub on your hands and your shoulders and stuff.
Yeah, and he was like, "Ooh."
Come on, Ashley.
She was all in it. But she said that Well, Hollywood said he won't really and truly, he won't actually go on like she can go on 50 dates. He just want her to come back and say, you know what, I've been on these many dates and I found out you are the one for me.
That's what I'm talking about. Get it out your system. Just get it out your system.
So yeah.
That's my new phrase. Get it out your system.
But she said that, you know, they in a good place. Even Dr. Nicole was saying they're in a better place because, you know, it's not the tension of them going out on dates anymore. That tension is not there. They, you know, a little bit more confident. So, well, Hollywood, but what you call it, ain't never really been.
Who?
Ashley ain't never really had no issue with him going on dates for real.
She really didn't care.
Yeah.
She enjoying her life. But Hollywood, what's her name? Passion? Yeah, you might want to get a second date. So you can chop that tree down, man. That oak tree.
I think he said he wanted a second date.
No.
They ain't got to them yet?
Yeah, he got to them. I don't think he said no.
I mean, you saying he should go on another date.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
With her.
Yeah. But he said no.
Yeah, he said no.
Okay, so and Ashley said no.
Yeah.
Tamika and Vince. So
I knew they were gonna say no.
What?
When they asked her, did they want to go on a second date?
Yeah.
I knew they were gonna say no. They were too busy over there crying. He cried, she cried. I knew they were gonna say no.
Me. I thought he was playing. She thought he was playing, but he done broke out and started crying.
Ooh, sensitive.
So he probably used her tissue.
Oh man. Ooh.
So yeah, they decided not to go on another date. He said he did like his date, and she said that she liked her date, so to speak, but she said but Vince was on her mind, and so she was, I guess, able to enjoy it. But she said it wasn't the guy, it was her. Right. Really, truly, I think it was the guy. Yeah. I just think he was a little corny. It just,
too corny.
I think maybe she was just trying to be nice to save face, but yeah. So Dr. Nicole did say for Tamika, she creates her own narrative, and sometimes she just go with it because she always pitching in these stories, because when he went on his date, she was like, he probably looking at her booty, and he probably saying this and doing that.
He probably did, but once you paint that in your head, your insecurity is starting to kick in.
Yeah. And
that's what happened. That insecurity would take you down to a deep, deep hole. And once it gets started, your mind going all over the place, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Shea and Micah. So Shea did enjoy her date, and Micah did enjoy his date.
Man, Micah enjoying his date is an understatement, man. When you start exchanging phone numbers, and they texting, oh man.
They said you just texting just to see how their day was going, appreciate the date, whatever. So yeah. And Shea was mad because she was like, that's going too far. You shouldn't be exchanging numbers and stuff like that.
Well, that's part of the process.
I don't think that was part of the process.
I thought it was.
Numbers. No. Oh. If you want to go on a second date, go on a second date. You'll see him the next time you go on a date, but I don't think the process was to exchange numbers.
If that's the case, if he broke protocol, he really was feeling her then.
It may not be stipulated, but you got a whole girlfriend, so why are you exchanging numbers?
If you're not happy with that whole girlfriend,
just like Dr. Nicole said, Michael, whatever you feeling, you need to let it be known. And Shea, you need to stop being so clamp on him.
And the reason why he probably not letting it be known is because he know how Shea is going to get mad at him, so he keep it to himself.
And like she said, that's playing games. So you need to, hey, because this woman really and truly don't want to be around your 12-year-old.
All I'm saying, man, what's her name? Whitney, man. I'm telling you, y'all feeling each other, man. That chemistry was too much of a match, man. Y'all should just like.
Dr. Nicole asked them, what did they lose? What did they lost? Like, what did they?
I didn't understand that question.
I guess what they felt like they lost.
With who?
Like, I guess going on other dates and stuff. So anyway, so when they went on their date, they said what they felt like they lost is just having a clean slate. That was Michael and that was Shea and Hollywood. And because both of them messed up. So they enjoy going on the other dates because they ain't got no past of messing up. They ain't hurt nobody's feelings. They ain't got that baggage
like they don't have no guilt. They feel guilty for hurting that person. Yeah, you want a clean slate. And once, like I said, that's part of of the baggage is the guilt.
And so she said, but when you're in a relationship, you're going to hurt each other's feelings. You're going to have stuff like that. So, that's in any relationship. That's how sometimes people like, dude, the grass green on the other side. That was because you done built something with this person. Y'all done had your ups and downs, ins and out, and then going to something fresh and new is exciting in the beginning, but you got to build the same stuff with them.
Yeah, I agree.
So Vince and said that he missed her calling him daddy.
And
that's when he started crying.
Even though he started crying, I felt that. I felt because once you start off with somebody and they call you a certain name, they show you a certain type of endearment, and it just goes away for no apparent reason, and you're trying to figure out what happened to it. Is her feeling changing for you because she's not calling you certain things no more? And, it plays psychological stuff with your mind. So
I do that.
Huh?
Have done that?
No, you start off one way, you stay that way. Some people start off one way and then they probably drift apart and they stop saying babe, or they might stop saying sweetie or whatnot. Then something's amiss then.
Well, you know what? There's one thing, and this, just us. When we first started, I don't know how far in, but started calling you baby because it just felt comfortable. Baby. I do say baby sometimes. But anyway. But he never really had a nickname for me, per se, or was it? He never said baby. And I was like, well, wait. He got me sweet, and we sound old.
Ooh, you got me sweet like he's an old man. Giving me candy or something. I really didn't think anything about it.
Because he never called anybody that.
Nah.
And so he wasn't comfortable. And now he calls me that, and when I hear it, it's still so new to me. So he calls me that now, but he's comfortable. You comfortable calling me that, right? Yeah. So but I think it's still it's new to me.
That's one thing I do miss when I first met you. You said it, you don't say it no more.
I know.
What?
Bless your heart.
Yeah, bless your little heart. Like I do something bad. Oh, bless your little heart.
I said it the other day, remember?
Oh, yeah, you did. But you don't say it as much no more.
Yeah, so those are the things that you have to keep up doing, especially if it was authentic. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for people to keep up certain stuff that wasn't authentic in the beginning and throughout. But, he'll always be my baby. Like, that's for sure. So, yeah, if I call him Eddie, that means I'm mad at him. Or it's something that happened. You're in
not
trouble.
Just her. I do the same thing. If I'm mad at her, yes, Kourtney. Yeah, when I call her Kourtney, and I call Kourtney Nicole, game over. I'm that hot.
So really?
Yeah.
We didn't call him Kourtney.
I think I call you like that twice.
People my middle name.
Yeah. And you want to tell your real name, start the E part, don't you? The last name.
My last name is your last name. All right, then. Okay, you guys, so that's all we got on this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It seems like Put a Ring On is picking up. Like, people are, beginning to watch it and stuff like that. So, it's a nice little Friday night show. Like,
I enjoy
where we going?
I enjoy it. I highly recommend it to people. If they want a good laugh, watch it.
He be all chuckles. Hollywood, you make his tickle box just tickles.
Yeah, man.
All right, you guys. So on that note, that's all I got. What about you?
That's it.
All right. Well, we will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to do what? Subscribe to this channel. Make sure that you like and follow and comment down below. And that's all I got. Deuces.